This video will be the start of a long-running series of Plants vs. Zombies 2 reviews of individual plants, going in order of each one. They will mostly cover plants in terms of attack power, sun cost, and overall efficiency, but may occasionally bring up some other points as well, like the visuals of a plant for example. And please keep in mind that this is my opinion at the end of the day, although you could use some of my points to your benefit. And if a point I bring up really angers you, go ahead and yell at me in the comments. Either way, take what you will out of these, and please enjoy the video. Contrary to popular belief, Peashooter isn't that bad. Crazy, I know. They can be pretty darn good in fact. For one, Peashooter acts as a pretty good starter. What do I mean by starter? I mean a plant that acts as a stand-in for more expensive plants in the beginning stages of building your defense. Plants like puffshoom and potato mine might be seen as more efficient, but you might be surprised at how good Peashooter is in this department. Try it, I dare you. And gravestones? No problem. There's lots of situations where Peashooter can be used to effectively destroy several gravestones, ancient Egypt in particular. Once again, you could use something cheaper like Gravebuster or even Puffshoom to get rid of them, but Peashooter will stick around to kill a few weaker zombies while he's at it. More than a Puffshoom anyway. They're also not bad at destroying frozen blocks in frostbite caves, but really not better than any plant capable of melting them. Plus, they'll likely have to deal with the zombies that melt out of them, some of which much stronger than even a couple of Peashooters can handle. And you likely have a good amount of them planted, which can cause you even more problems if they end up freezing. As for Peashooter's plant food, it's nothing remarkable. It's good in a pinch, but there's far better plant foods that have a lot more bang for their buck. It also doesn't help that Peashooter has no multi-hit properties to speak of, unlike Bloomerang or Melon Pult, for example. It's not something I'd expect out of such a simple plant, but the fact is, multi-hit is preferable in most situations. There's so many scenarios where Peashooter can get completely overwhelmed by the weakest of zombies, all for this reason. It's also pretty bad at taking out stronger zombies for that matter, like bucketheads or gargantuars especially. Hell, they even struggle against coneheads at some points. As for jesters and excavator zombies, and even shield zombies, well, they're a whole nother can of worms. I can't in good conscience really count this as a valid weakness for Peashooter, as the whole gimmick of these zombies is to nullify solid projectiles in general. If anything, I count it as a standalone strength to be able to defeat them, but I digress. At the end of the day though, you really can't expect the world out of Peashooter. The things they are capable of, they're really good at. However, it is true that in many scenarios, they're just not the best pick. But I do encourage you to use them because in the appropriate scenarios, they can definitely come in handy as a surprisingly good support plant. And thank you so much for watching through to the end. I hope this video brought some joy to your day and that it was insightful in some way as well. I plan on making more of these, so stay tuned. Who knows, you might actually learn something new about the game.